Hey everyone, Joe here from BuildAssetsOnline.com, and today we're going to be looking at WPX hosting versus Bluehost, and what should you get for WordPress hosting. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I'm a huge fan of WPX. Have used Bluehost in the past with my brother on a site we partnered on way back in the day. Wasn't too happy with it, but we're going to cover everything in this review. So what we'll cover, we're going to talk about my experience and opinion. We're talking about third-party reviews and kind of what they're talking about. We're going to talk about like what's the deal with pricing, because it can get really confusing, especially with Bluehost. We're going to talk about important features, and we're going to talk about how you can save money with a coupon code at the end. So stay tuned. Let's get right into it. So my experience and opinion is that WPX is better on almost any point I can think of: speed, customer service, functionality, and ease of use. WPX is just far ahead, and I think the third-party reviews verify that. It's not just like what I'm saying. But we had one of our first websites ever on Bluehost as an affiliate recommendation, I think from Pat Flynn or something, a few years back, and I don't think we'd ever go back to Bluehost. I personally think Bluehost is so popular because they give great affiliate commissions, and they have been championed by huge names such as Pat Flynn. But here's the thing, and we're going to get into this later, but the pricing on Bluehost, even though it's kind of masqueraded as a cheap hosting option, it's not actually that cheap, and we're going to get into that. So third-party reviews, what's the truth behind them? I just wanted to do a real quick dive here, because sometimes when you Google for reviews, you get kind of like people giving you affiliate offers, and of course I'm a WPX affiliate, just for full disclosure. But the thing is that like you have a lot of not third-party websites kind of giving you just whatever, some fake stars or whatever. But this is from Trustpilot, and you can see Bluehost has a 1.5 star rating on Trustpilot, and while WPX has a 4.8. And you can just kind of see like the kind of stuff that happens with Bluehost. This guy says, "Awful, unacceptable, worst experience ever. My website takes 45 seconds to load, and they could not solve the problem after almost 2 months. I lost many clients, and they refused to give a refund." This other guy says, "Awful, I have just lost all my blog data. They auto-renewed my website despite me not authorizing this. They offered me a cheaper price. I had to wait for my refund. I wasn't informed that my data would be completely lost when the refund went through." So it's just all sorts of stuff like this. WPX customer service is like amazing. And like I'm looking at this story, this is exactly like what happens to me all the time on WP. Not that I have many problems, but whenever I do have a problem, this is exactly like the kind of stuff that happens. And you can watch my other videos, my full WPX review, WPX hosting versus SiteGround. SiteGround is actually pretty decent. I do kind of recommend them as a cheaper one if it comes down to it, but that's a different story. So let's see. Vladimir from WPX saved my day. "Really, since I moved to WPX hosting, it's my second year, I received such assistance beyond my expectation. And sometimes you find people that go the extra mile to help you and solve your issues." Yes, that's exactly what the WPX customer service does. They do that for me time and time again. That was my case with Vladimir today, and I can only say thank you guys, muchas gracias, more than happy and 100% recommended. You are the best hosting I could ever find. Yeah, that's just what it comes down to. I mean, that's the kind of service that WPX provides, and that's why Bluehost has a 1.5 on Trustpilot and WPX hosting has a 4.8. So what's the deal with their pricing? Bluehost pricing is not as straightforward as it seems. So here, I took a screenshot. I went to the Smart Passive Income blog here, and I clicked the Bluehost. So it was under resources, and I clicked the Bluehost affiliate link that Pat Flynn has. And I think it brought me to this page, and then it says "Get started now." And that's Pat Flynn's face. I got nothing against Pat Flynn, actually. He's one of my first introductions to online business, and in many ways I have him to thank for being able to be where I'm at today with it. So nothing against him. It's just I don't think Bluehost is the best. So what's funny is after I clicked Pat Flynn's link, Bluehost was under maintenance, and I couldn't even get to the thing. So this resolved after some time. I don't remember how long, but I just wanted to point that out because that's, if they're not putting a lot of effort into keeping their sales page up, what do you think they're going to do once you're already a customer? So this is another thing I wanted to point out. You can kind of see that WP Beginner has Bluehost as 4.9 stars, but you can, like the Trustpilot thing I showed you, a bunch of third parties have it as 1.5, and this one's a bit lower as well. So I don't know how that slide snuck in there, but anyway, after I got to the Bluehost pricing from the affiliate link, this is kind of what I was greeted with. So there's all these prices. It starts at $275 a month, $495 a month, and $545 a month. And this is kind of like how it's marketed. Like, you can get hosting for as low as $275 a month. But the thing is when you get into it, when you go to check out, it's not actually that cheap. What happens is, this is for the Business Pro, which I want to talk about because this actually has a lot of like really important features that you need for a website. But I want to talk about the regular, the $275 a month. You can only get that $275 a month if you buy it for 3 years. So you have to buy WPX hosting and be stuck with them for 3 years and pay $134. So, I mean, that's not exactly like as cheap as it might sound. And if you want to get it for 1 year, it's $495 a month. And let me just do that real quick. $495 times 12. So you're looking at $60 for a year. And yeah, it's still pretty cheap. And I think you're going to get less great service than you would with WPX. But, you get, it's not the pricing that it seems. Sorry to ramble a bit there. So if you want to get something that's even comparable to WPX, you have to get this Go Pro thing. And this is what I wanted to show you, is that if you wanted to get it at a decent price that's even in the ballpark cheaper than WPX, you have to commit to 36 months. Once we get to WPX hosting, their yearly price, if you get it for a year, is around $20. So if you're going to get this, which you definitely need all these features, and I'm going to explain when I get to that slide. But yeah, this is what I would go for if I was starting a WordPress site. Like, without a doubt, I need the SSL, I need the domain privacy protection, and I need the website backup, which my slide is like cutting it off here, but it says website backup. But you need that stuff without a doubt. So that's what I would get for sure, but it's going to be a lot of money if you want to get that. So moving on, it's just so confusing, all the WPX packages. I kind of was sloppy making this presentation. I apologize. But so let's look at the WPX stuff. That's their monthly, so you can actually get month to month with a 30-day money-back guarantee. And so if you cancel after 30 days, whatever, you don't have to pay them. The same with their yearly thing. But you can see their prices are really straightforward. There's no upsells. There's nothing crazy like that. You get all this stuff. You get the high-speed custom content delivery network, unlimited site migration, unlimited SSL, 24/7 fast customer support, a staging area. So a staging area is basically you can put up like a dummy version of your site, mess around with it, make a bunch of code changes or whatever, and then merge it with your real site so your site doesn't experience any sort of downtime, or you're not going to mess it up live or anything like that. 28-day automatic backups. This is super, super important. If something happens to your site, you mess something up, you can just revert it back to any point, like 28 days in the past. And I've had to use that before in emergencies, and it's a total lifesaver. And you're not going to get that with Bluehost unless you pay for this package. And that's not something I would mess around with. You need those site backups. Like, if you don't have, I wouldn't be comfortable sleeping at night without knowing I have those site backups. So 99.95 uptime guarantee, one-click WordPress installation. Oh, and you can create a manual backup as well. So you can create a manual backup at any point and then restore it to that point if you want with WPX. And again, you're not going to get that unless you get the advanced Bluehost package. And I would not recommend using any of the lower ones just because you don't have this stuff, especially the site backup and the staging area. So yeah, you are going to pay a little bit more for WPX without a doubt, but I think it's actually going to make you money in the long run. I strongly believe that because, time is money, and you don't want to have to worry about the technical aspects of your website. You want to worry about building the website, getting the website traffic, yada yada yada. You don't want to spend time dealing with bad support, and WPX has great support, and that's why I recommend it. So this is just to juxtapose what I was saying before. Is that so you do get SSL certificates with all these. Okay, so whatever. But the point is, I really, really want this kind of stuff. I need the staging area. I need the manual backups. I need the unlimited site migrations. I need the 30-day money back, and I need the 28-day automatic backups, and I need good customer support. So, I think the thing is, when you look at these pricings, just remember that when you click into one of these, it's not going to be this price unless you commit for a long time. WPX, you can do monthly, you can do yearly. There's not really, you don't have to do the same level of commitment, and I think kind of that's how they get you. They lock you into to all these long plans, and you're kind of stuck with it. So, what should you do? Obviously, you should get WPX hosting, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a discount. I have a special coupon code you can use. If you go to buildassetsonline.com/WPX, that's our affiliate link, and you use coupon code BAO, all caps, and you get 50% off your first month. You get 50% off your first month. So you'd have to just choose the monthly, and then when you enter the coupon code BAO, all caps, when you check out, you'll get that 50%. I didn't really talk about, I'm kind of rambling here. I'm really sorry, guys. I didn't really talk about my experience with Bluehost that much. It was me and my brother back in the day when we first got started. We got a Bluehost account, and we were making like a coloring book website because we were heavy into Kindle at the time, and we want to do a coloring book Amazon affiliate website, but it just wasn't seamless. It's kind of a similar experience to what these reviews were saying. Like, I don't remember it that well, but it just wasn't like seamless like what WPX is like. Like, when I contact WPX support, like any sort of problem I have, like they usually just fix it for me, and it's so valuable. Like, they fix stuff that's above and beyond the scope of what they should fix, and they, like this person says in this review, and you'll see many more reviews like this if you look up on sites like Trustpilot. You'll see like they go above and beyond for everyone to fix any WordPress issues. And if you're starting a WordPress site, like, just know that WordPress it's kind of a techie thing. Like, if you're just a regular person, you're not super tech savvy, not super into WordPress, you want someone on your side that can handle those things. So, hope I didn't ramble too much, guys. If you want to check it out, if you enjoyed this video, buildassetsonline.com/WPX is our affiliate link. Appreciate it if you use it, and you can use that coupon code BAO in the when you check out to get that discount. And there's also a bunch of other videos on WPX that I did. I'll leave those in the description. And I'll also leave a link to SiteGround in the description, because if you can't afford WPX, SiteGround is a pretty good alternative until you have the money to migrate over to WPX. But I would just rather get WPX out of the gate. So that's it for this one, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.